Manny Pacquiao was one-upped by Terence Crawford's toughest opponent against 34-0 contender. Manny Pacquiao is reportedly eyeing another big challenge after his draw against Mario Barrios. But does he still have it? Manny Pacquiao has still not picked up a win since 2019, when he defeated Keith Thurman, who will face Sebastian Fundora next, as his two comeback attempts have been unsuccessful. In 2021, an attempt against Yordenis Ugas ended in a loss, and more recently, a fight against Mario Barrios saw the 46-year-old Pacquiao unlucky not to get the win as the fight ended in a majority draw. Pacquiao has since been eyeing Rolly Romero as a potential opponent after Romero was elevated to world champion following Yordenis vacating of the belts. This may be a step too far, though, and comes 14 years after Pacquiao was one-upped by Terence Crawford's toughest foe. Yordenis Ugas stopped George Solis 4 rounds quicker than Manny Pacquiao could. In 2007, off the back of the conclusion of Pacquiao's infamous trilogy against Erik Morales, the Filipino legend faced 34-0 George Solis. Pacquiao stopped Solis in 8 rounds, overcoming a cut over his left eye sustained in the 6th round to do so. The win set Pacquiao up for his blockbuster second encounter with Marco Antonio Barrera. While Pacquiao moved on to bigger things, Solis accrued a few wins against relatively unknown opposition before facing 19-0 Yordenis Ugas in 2011. Ugas one-upped Pacquiao, stopping Solis in just 4 rounds. A few fights after defeating Solis in half the time Pacquiao did, Ugas proved to be a tough opponent as he faced Terence Crawford. Though he lost, Crawford maintained that Ugas was one of the toughest foes he had ever fought. Ugas is now 30-5, having only lost to a light-level opposition in Gervonta Davis, Isaac Cruz, Devin Haney, and Crawford. Terence Crawford one-upped Manny Pacquiao with a win over his most controversial opponent. In 2017, Pacquiao's career was rocked by an extremely controversial decision as he was beaten by Jeff Horn in his home country of Australia. Pacquiao's loss to Horn was a puzzling decision that was questioned by many, who felt Pac-Man did more than enough to defeat the Aussie. Entering the ring against Horn was the last time Pacquiao held a world title, though Horn didn't hold his belt for long after the win, as Terence Crawford outclassed and stopped Horn just 2 fights after his win over Pac-Man.